You can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
You want to be great at something. It definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year or two. And even if you're having a great season or you're having a career year, there's still so much more room to continue to improve.
I don't think they're really living. You know, I think that people have to ultimately find out exactly what drives them. And if you're constantly going through the day-to-day tasks, just feeling complacent, and don't get me wrong, some people, they love to have their own routine and they like to be comfortable in certain situations, but in order for you to grow, just like anything with the gym, you have to go through a little bit of pain to cause adaptation. And so whatever I do, I try to make sure that I'm causing some level of discomfort in order for me to grow and evolve, right? And I always say this, but like, strength is your ability to manage pain. And so I think every time, whether it be in the gym, whether it be in the ring, whether it be going for a ruck, whatever it is, it allows you to grow as an individual.
You're working on the outside when you should be working on the inside. You're working on the outside when you should be working on the inside. The reason why it's tough for you, to do what you got in your head is because you starting out there when you should start. It's an inside job. You should start with the me work. And once you start with the me work and you believe it and what you say you are, then the world is going to embrace whatever your reality is.
Cut them off. Cut them off. Clock it. You are supposed to be in your best and highest season. But if you keep allowing certain people to come into your circle, you cannot be functioning at your highest potential. You know this person affects your mental. You know this person gives you anxiety when you don't get their text back. Clock it. You know when you're at this job, these people stress you out. Cut them off. Cut them off so that you can surpass everything that they thought you weren't gonna be.
People like me with integrity. When you show me what's possible, it makes me want to go above and beyond to try and achieve it and accomplish it and get it done for myself.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Don't hide your delicate pride.
And right as we start, you're questioning what you know is right, which has gotten you to the place that you are currently at. You're questioning what you know, not trusting what I know. And I think that's really, really key right there, because we get caught up in our lives so much that we believe everything we're doing is the right thing. And we never step outside the bounds to really see the neighbor's grass, from the other side, to see which is greener. We were just stuck in our own environment so much that we start to think that this is the universe. The universe is this. It's not until you lose that biased nature that we all have and open up your opinion to what else could be, that you can see what is right, like I was saying before, and maybe what you're doing is right, or maybe it's almost there and it's just altered a little bit.
With no goals, no ambition, they don't know where they're going. It's like a ship with no destination. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Once you know where you want to go, then you direct your time, your energy, and your attention to what? To the execution and the achievement of that goal. If you want to make money, you will make money. If you want a good network, you will have a good network. If you want to build a great podcast with great hosts and great guests, you will build a podcast in that way. It's all about intention. But most people walk around in life thinking that life is just a big fat lottery. And it's just not that case. Those that live by the lottery of life most likely end up losing.
So why not you? Why not now? Why not today? You've spent enough time worrying, enough time hesitating, enough time telling yourself stories rooted in fear. Now, it's time to flip the script, because the version of you that hesitates, that overthinks, that shrinks when life gets loud, he cannot coexist with the version of you that walks in certainty. You cannot serve two minds, one must die.
Time goes by real fast, and you don't know how much you got, bro. And one thing I can say is, bro, the only thing that's promised is you leaving this earth. It's not promised how long you're gonna be here. And with that being said, bro, I think using every moment and making every moment count is something real important, and that's something that a lot of people don't think about. If you got something that you've been sitting on for a second, you've been procrastinating, you got this business you've been talking about, do it. If you got this idea in your head, you want to start content creation, but you're scared, bro, fuck them opinions. Do it, bro. You might never have another chance to do it. I can think about a lot of different people I had, friends and stuff, bro. They was supposed to be big people, and they left this earth early on, bro, and it was just the lack of starting, procrastination.
You can't cheat blessings, bro. Like, you can't play both sides of the fence, and I'm just not built like that.
Do it all the time. If you haven't reached it yet, you need to be trying at least every day. A couple hours every day, thinking about how to strike it big outside of just selling your time away. Because that never works.
You feel like you can't do it. When you feel like there's no way to do it, remind yourself that this world was made for you. Hear me out. This world was made for you. This is your world. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do, including yourself.
Man, you never actually get what you want. You only get what you have to have. AB, what does this mean? This basically means if you want it, it's a possibility of it happening. It might not though, honestly. But if you have to have it, if you want it as much as you want to breathe, you're going to get it, bro. And that's just the rule of the universe, man. If you have a definite plan, if you have a definite desire to achieve something, and every day you wake up with that pursuit, with that ambition, with that grind, with that determination to get that one thing, it's inevitable for you to have.
My baby. Whenever you start to think about becoming your higher self, there's really nothing that anybody can tell you. You now have to develop a deeper relationship with yourself and start to trust your intuition. Because trying to follow anybody else's path or copycat or try to do something that somebody else has done is not in any way connecting with your higher self. Truly, your intuition speaks to you from the version of you that knows and has accomplished all the things that you want to do. So you have to begin to trust that. You have to know that you know exactly what you're doing. You need to build that trust and act on it. If you don't act on what you know that you should do, there's no way that you're going to ever achieve and become that higher version of yourself. Trust your intuition. The more that you trust yourself, the more that you do things for yourself and accomplish goals and tasks that you set out for yourself, the more that your intuition will begin to talk to you and you'll begin to achieve things that you never thought possible. All right. I love you. Bye.
I'm capable of so much more than my mind understands. And I think that's just the greatest part of the journey that I've achieved, is like that understanding of what I'm capable of and that belief in myself to what I can accomplish.
Life has this cyclical nature where it's, you know, what you do on Monday, it's fantastic, but then Tuesday is a bad day. But guess what? There's Wednesday. Yeah. So are we just supposed to live our lives like this the whole time? You know, versus just staying like this and understanding that it's really just a journey of evolution every day. It's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constantly getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that matters.
Actually sit down and write on a piece of paper, this is what I admire, this is what I like. Exactly. So number one, it's just clarity. Most people don't even have the clarity, ain't even thought about it enough. And number two, once you pick what you do want, you have to put down a blueprint and a process that you do every day to achieve and put one foot in front of the other towards that goal. And most people have never been consistent in anything in their life. So it don't matter. Most people, they can figure out, okay, I want that. You're not gonna, even if you got the steps, say you jumped on my program, you jumped on somebody else's program, you went on YouTube, you can have it laid out to you. 90% of people are not going to do it because they haven't built that consistency and discipline and mindset muscle. And that's why I'm big on discipline, mindset, consistency, and habits. Because once you develop those in yourself, you can pick any objective that you want in life and you'll be able to get it and obtain it because you have these habits. But everybody want to skip steps.
No one can explain why you are alive. No one can save you but you. You have to put the mind into what you want to put the mind into. If you believe in something, you can achieve it.
I don't mean this hokey. I'm telling you the truth about you. You matter. You were born to do something awesome with your life. Your family's supposed to do something great as a family. And maybe it's just checking in and reminding yourself of that, and then asking yourself, what is that thing right now in my life? And so I just think that reminder is so important that, it's great to voyeuristically look in on successful people or what we think are successful people. It's also important that the camera turn back on you and go, you matter.
Give a message to the children. Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
Talking about anticipation, which is basically all I've got. I think the reason I'm winning is because I love the journey and the anticipation more than the destination.
A lot of us delay our happiness. When I get to this level, when I get my degree, when I get the kids, when I get married, I'm going to be happy. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the whole step, the whole process. Every day that you get up to strive for whatever it is you're after.
You keep at it long enough, you'll eventually get the puzzle put together. Then usually after you do, it's not too long and you want to start something all over again. So whatever vision and dream you have right now, let me just tell you, when you finally get to your destination, it won't keep you satisfied too long and you'll be wanting to do some other thing, because God has created us to want to reach and to grow and to do new things. So the first thing I want to tell you, and I want you to remember this, make sure that you enjoy your journey, because life is more about the journey than it is the destination.
I wasn't super conscious. I didn't exactly know what I was doing or where this would have led me. But there was a list of 10 things that I put on that very first page, and it was things that I wanted to happen.
Certain things that once I get started working on them, I won't want to stop.
Yes.
Like, there's certain things that I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, I'm excited to do this. Like, I'm excited.
This letter essentially across an impossible battlefield to get it done. But he accepts the mission. He accepts okay, I'm gonna get it done, right? And the whole book is more so speaking to this psychological attitude, right, of grit and resilience that's missing in today's age. That you have enough, just get started.
Why do all those people want to listen to me? Like, what? But then I'm like, no. The Afnan Khalifa knows that she's helped and served so many people, and it's never about her, it's about the message that's gonna impact someone else. The Afnan Khalifa, she walks in, she puts on a whole mask, she's confident, she knows what she brings to the table, she's bold, she's powerful, she takes up space, not because she's loud, but because her presence, people are gonna feel it. Afnan at home, she's just, I just want to be loved and I just want to be cared for and I just want to have people around me that, accept me for who I am.
But I'm just saying, it gave me a sense of the fact that my personality and the way I speak and my confidence is what won me that crown, made me feel like confidence is your best accessory.
Insecurities are very loud. Confidence, on the other hand, is very quiet. Insecure people have the need to say everything so that I sound more believable. So you'll know how much I know and how smart I am. Confident people have the urge to say nothing because they have nothing to prove. Like if you disagree with me on something that I know to be true, I wouldn't be nearly as effective.
The point is, when you are the speaker, you are the captain for that journey, and how you show up really matters.
Gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of important men. That's what your gift will do for you. Everything else you're doing has nothing to do with what God created you for. And if you're unhappy with your life, if you haven't figured your life out, if you're thinking there's more to your life than it is, it's because the only reason you have that question is because you're not living in your gift. Once you discover your gift, there lies your greatest chance for success. That's what God gave you, equipped you with. You just got to quit looking at gifts as running, jumping, singing, and dancing.
This is what you guys have to understand. The life that you want, it's already here, dude. You just have to go and get it, okay? No one's going to send a message for you. No one's going to say hello for you. it's you. The moment that you take full accountability for your life, it's when things change super quickly.